Hello my beauties. So I have decided to post the odd video whilst I'm out and about walking with a bubba. He likes to go to sleep in the baby carrier, and I like how I wander when I'm wandering. So here goes. The first thing, well, this video I'm going to talk about, it's a thing called the passion trap, or the passion paradox, and it explains the concept of power within relationships, and it is one of the frameworks for the old structures of relationships, of what we understand or believe love to be. It's basically an unhealthy attachment to love, and I'm going to go on to explain it a little bit more to you. So I want you to think about a relationship a little bit like a seesaw, like a balancing scales type thing. And what you've got is you've got two people, and at the beginning the balancing act is quite level. Both people are intrigued and interested in one another because it's new, it's the unknown. Everybody's kind of interested and excited by the possibilities, because we often have a whole lot of concept of ideas of what we imagine a relationship to be like, especially women. Women have got these fantasies created from childhood. They've played about with different surnames that might go well with their name. They've even designed their wedding dress, their whole wedding. It's all been imagined and fantasized in a woman's mind from such a young age, you know. And then, you know, the guys have got their own concept of what they believe relationships to be, so they get into a relationship with one another with a balance of power, because both are likely excited by the possibilities of what might come. And then what happens is the balance of the relationship, the power within the relationship starts to topple. It starts to go either up or down, with one of the people being more favoured than the other. And the concept of this is that it's where the power is. So it's whoever is more invested in the relationship, they are the ones who will, their balance of their power will be lower than the person who isn't so much invested in the relationship. So the person who's like, you know, I don't know, I could take it or leave it, I'm not really, I don't know what's going on, you know, type of thing. They're the one that then got the power. And the person in the, they call it the one up and the one down. I got this from a book. The person in the one down position, they can feel when the other person's energy is not balanced. And what happens is, when they can feel this energy, when they can feel the energy of the other person sort of pulling away a little bit, it then creates this energy of, I need to get this balance back. I need to, you know, be back in my power, or at least in a balance type power. And then they will then try and get the other person to get their power back. They want to get the balance back, and then the person might act a little bit needy. They might become possessive, jealous, controlling, because it's all a way of getting their power back. Now, what I've seen before is two types of relationship. Well, there's loads of different types of relationships, but when it comes to this power struggle, well, not so much a struggle, I've seen two types of really unhealthy forms of this. And the first is in a narcissist relationship. In this one, it is the balance is completely out of control. that the person, the narcissist, has felt this power so much and have enjoyed it so much that they will do anything to keep the person in the down position, and they will control them and basically own them. And it would appear that the person in the one down position is the one that's more powerless, but actually when you really look at the dimensions of it, it's actually the person in the one up position, the narcissist, who is so scared of losing the relationship that is why they feel they need to control. And it's just that the person in the one down position, which is kind of not the down position in this situation, they're just controlled and got kind of, yeah, bullied into submission, and it's just kind of like an easy life to just sort of go along with it. And then the other type of relationship that I've seen a lot of, really unhealthy, is those who are constantly in this power battle. So it's like 1 minute one person wants them and then they're all treating them like shit, then the next minute the other person is seeing other people, and then the one down, then it's just up and down, up and down, up and down. One person's more invested, one person wants the other, then the other person wants the other, then they don't want them, then they do want them because they don't want them, and it just goes up and down, up and down. And this is just so toxic. I mean, narcissist relationships are toxic as it is, but these up down, real power struggle relationships, or non-relationships, you can't really say that they're a relationship, they're an unhealthy, toxic, I don't know, what could you call it, a screenplay. It's like a drama, like something like Delis or something like that. It's just like up and down, and you know, and they're so invested in this power struggle. Now, the way these type of relationships, these passion-trapped relationships work is a common problem with a lot of the collective. It's an addiction. So it's all a chemical imbalance within the body. It's funny that it's a chemical imbalance as well as a power imbalance. We are living in a society where our adrenaline is being, driven on a regular basis. It's being enticed on a regular basis. The whole system is designed for exactly that, is to keep us in a state of fight or flight, where adrenaline is running through our body, it's coursing through our body, because we're worried about if we can afford to pay the rent, put food on the table, even everything's just so fast paced. You know, we want everything now, we're in a hurry, and this energy, this drivenness is the adrenaline running through your body. You know, when you're sort of like short breath, and maybe in your solar plexus you might feel a slight tightness. This is adrenaline. It's the fight or flight mechanism, which, if we were living in our natural inhabitant, if we were literally living naturally, we would secrete this when we need to, run from lions, tigers and bears. Oh my! And it wouldn't, our bodies are not designed to be secreting this adrenaline, this fight or flight mode for longer than, like, I don't actually know, I think it's like 60 seconds, maybe even a couple of minutes, like. And the way it works is it pushes all the adrenaline to all of the body parts, the muscles, the brain, everything, because the body needs to be able to run. It sends it to the limbs. It's like, run, from the lion, tiger and bear. and it strips the blood and the good hormones and adrenaline and stuff from the main arteries and, you know, the inner work, because it needs it for your arms and your legs to kind of run away. And when we're in a constant state of fight or flight, our immune system and health and mental health and mental clarity will be completely depleted, because we are not getting the right nutrients and sustenance for, you know, our vital organs to work as efficiently as possible. And there's so much in this society that is adrenaline promoting, and this includes, you know, alcohol, certain prescription drugs, non-prescription, you know, naughty illicit drugs. Then we've got the media promoting, you know, lifestyles, like you see branding of, you know, your celebrity, you know, like being highly energetic and this, that and the other. So what I'm trying to say is that adrenaline, the production of adrenaline through our systems, is highly promoted. And what this is it is a chemical balance. In adrenaline, it basically sends these crazy endorphins to your brain and makes you feel charged, because you are charged, because you need to run away from these lions, tigers and bears. And this feeling, this is so addictive. Our body gets so used to getting this constant hit of adrenaline through our body that then it craves it. It needs it. It's desperate for it. And the way somebody might replicate, recreate adrenaline, or this fight or flight mode, is to... There's loads of ways. So with regards to this post, I'm going to try and streamline it and keep it in line. With this, it's to do with the passion paradox. So in this circumstance, the person would get a crazy adrenaline rush from either ends of the spectrum. So whether they were in the low position or the high position, both partners are both getting a huge adrenaline kick. So the person in the low position has got this, oh, I want you because I can feel that you don't want me, and that makes me want you even more. And now I've got this huge desire to try and win you back. Ah! You know, that's adrenaline, guys. That is an addiction. It's an unhealthy addiction. And then you've got the person in the up position, and they're like, no, I'm gonna, you know, punish you, and I'm so powerful, and you should prove your worthiness to me, and you should not be, you know, talking to these people on Instagram and Facebook and delete your power. Adrenaline, again, it's all this adrenaline. So both people in this balancing act where it's up and down, they're basically both feeding one another's adrenaline addiction. So these types of relationships are so unhealthy. They are based on an addictive personalities. And we are all addicted, guys. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing personal. It is the way the system's designed. It is designed like that. And the main takeaway from this video, I really feel that I would like to put out there, is to bring your conscious awareness to any forms of which you might be entering or engaging in this unhealthy passion paradox, this unhealthy balance where, yeah, you're still engaging with the person, maybe arguing with them, even you might not even be with them anymore, but you still engage in this toxicity of entertaining their fix, their power fix, or your own power fix. This is where we need to be brutally honest with ourselves as well, guys. So that is the concept of the passion trap or the passion paradox, and I hope some of that information helped you. It definitely helped me to understand relationships and stuff like that there when I was really getting into researching, trying to find out what the differences between men and women are and stuff like that. I really got deep into it and did a lot of reading and research and stuff. So I hope it makes sense for you, and sending you so much love and light, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Mwah!